Coming up on iPads in the Classroom, it's all about Shakespeare. Hi, my name is Guy Trainin, and this is iPads in the Classroom from TechEdge, and today it's all about the Bard, the great William Shakespeare. And we have quite a few apps out there with Shakespeare's work and all kinds of additions to it. And the first one I want to talk about is Explore Shakespeare. And in Explore Shakespeare, you get part of the content for free, and then you can pay to get the full content. But the content that is there, even in the sample, is fantastic. So you can actually scroll through the different plays. And let us, for example, take Hamlet. And we can look at the sample, and I can show you what's in the sample. So first of all, you can explore the play, and you can look at characters. So there's just a list of the different characters in the play, already worth it right there. You can actually get information about each one of the characters and their individual story. So this is Cornelius's story, and this is straight out of the play. There are some photos from a production. So you get a good sense of how you can navigate this app and get a lot of information and get to experience the play in a very different way. I find myself it very hard to read plays. I know a lot of students do too. And in this way, you can actually explore it, and kids can explore it and experience it from multiple directions the way they would like to do it, and not just in a linear fashion. Another piece here is that while the play is there, clicking on any underlined word would give you a definition. And what I love about this is that it's not just words you know you don't know, but it sometimes has words we do know, like green, but the definition that is correct in this context, which is fantastic. So this is definitely a way to explore what happens inside this specific play. And you can see that there are scene synopses, detailed synopses that give you a little bit more of an idea of what's going on here. So there's tremendous amount of information just exploring through the character. But there are other ways to explore as well. We can look at themes, and these are the major themes in the play. So you can look at truth and deception and how it shows up through the text, and you can go to any specific point and it tells you exactly what shows up there. You can look at other themes if they show up. For example, the theme of madness is another one that is here. So this is a graphical way to explore the themes that show up throughout the play. Again, a great way to approach this. There are comments about language, and this is just a Wordle representation of the words that show up there. And you can do this for the whole thing, or you can do it by scene. So you can select a specific scene and see what words show up. So this one is Explore Shakespeare, and it is free. You can pay for extras to add on. The next one I want to explore is from the LA Theater Works, and this is Hamlet, but they've got others, Romeo and Juliet and a few others. And what you get in this app is you get the script, you get some other contents and extras, but the best thing about this is you get the play read to you as it is read by the actors. So you can look at the script. This is easy, but you can now hear the script being read with the script moving or just the audio.
Who's there? Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself.
Long live the king.
Bernardo?
He.
So you can see how the plays come to life. So again, instead of just reading the play, and you can read it while it's going on, you actually experience it with the actors reading the script. You can hear the action in the background, like the swords unsheathing, and other things. You can navigate the scenes with this bar, so you can move across the scenes fairly easily and really jump to where you want to be. A few other features that are really nice is increasing the font, which is always useful when you're trying to read a hard text and you want to concentrate. And you can turn off and on the ability to scroll through the text. The other things that you can do in this app is you can see that there are galleries from the LA Theater Works, and you can see scenes from the production that help you contextualize the way they've done this work and the reading that they have done for this. You can look at the contents by scene and how long each one is, and you can also see what other plays they have this way. So this is just the play, but it does come to life with this fantastic reading of Hamlet. The next app I want to talk about is called Shakespeare, and this is from Riddle, and this has a large variety of plays from Shakespeare's work. Actually, all of Shakespeare's works are represented here. If you would like, let's explore one play. And you can explore the play in a few ways. It starts with the cast of characters, and you can explore the cast of characters and where do they show up. And then you can go to the actual acts, and it goes through each one of the acts with the text, and you can scroll from act to act, or you can use the little arrow to see what comes next. There's a scene breakdown that allows you to get the overview of the play, and you can also navigate with this general navigation tool that allows you to jump around and go to wherever you want. You can also look through any specific work or all of the works for specific words or phrases, which is very useful if you're trying to trace some kind of a theme throughout the plays. So you can use that. And of course, there's a short biography of Shakespeare and things like that, which are a nice addition to all of that. There's also access to a podcast about Shakespeare, which is great, and with different talks with different actors and directors that work with Shakespeare materials. This is also connected to playshakespeare.com, which has a rich variety of resources and apps for other devices. The last one that I want to talk about takes us to a different part in Shakespeare's work, and this is poems from Penguin, and this allows you to memorize a poem. In this case, it's one of Shakespeare's most famous sonnets, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day? And this one allows you to listen to a recording and to practice on your own reading that poem. So you can learn this, and you can actually fill in the missing blank. So, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more temperate. You see, it also corrects your errors, and so it helps you learn it this way. And if we go back to the poem overview, you can see that there are different stages with different levels of difficulty and a way to learn this. And now you can record it, you can practice or expert, and if you say begin, this is the hard level, and the idea is to try and say it with the meter. You can see the meter showing up there. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? And so it does record what you're saying, and it does register very, very clearly. So this is Poems by Penguin, and this is a way to practice memorizing some lines, in this case from Shakespeare. So today we talked about 4 apps that give you really access to more of those, all about Shakespeare, and I'll see you next time on iPads in the Classroom.